Amplify Daily number 52, protect your energy. So, we'll talk to you about a personal situation as well as a business situation, how important it is to protect your energy. I'm very sensitive about who and what I invest my time, my attention, and my energy toward. And for me, some people are like when you say the word energy, it's like woo woo stuff, but that's not the way I think about it. We each get 24 hours in a day. Every single day, we each get 24 hours, and some of us are very intentional with how we use our 24 hours, and other people are pulled in whatever direction their reaction pulls them toward. And I work to not be one of those people who's just walking around reacting all day to things versus responding and mindfully choosing where I spend my time and where I invest my energy. So there was a situation on Instagram the other day, and this is really random, but I'm gonna show you how nuanced this thing is with really guarding your time, your attention, and your energy. There's a content creator. Not gonna say who this person is, but they focus in on Instagram. That's where they make their money, training people how to effectively use their Instagram accounts and grow their Instagram accounts. And I'd actually seen this person about a month ago and thought, wow, they got really good content. And I'm very particular about whose content I actually enjoy, but I really like the way that they built out content on their page on Instagram, and they train other people, like I said, how to do the same. So I reached out about a month ago to just kind of learn more about what they were doing and see if there's an opportunity for any sort of collaboration with my Mindset to Money company. I actually bring in people who are experts in different lanes, and one of those areas being different parts of business, and feature them to my members because some of those members in my community are business owners. So we try to find ways that we can help them to earn more within their existing business by being more efficient in their marketing, their sales, whatever that might be. And so that was what was in the background of my mind. Maybe we can feature them and get them some great exposure, and also get bring them in for some value to my members. So hadn't heard anything back. No big deal. I'm sure this person gets outreach all the time. So it was just kind of something I sent in passing, but it was still in the background of my mind. And some weeks later, I saw another post from this person where um, they were breaking down what they called content pillars. And so the way that they broke it down, just it was I hadn't seen it quite done that way, and it really clicked for me. And I was able to see my content like really well categorized inside of this way that they were talking about it, and I thought it was fantastic. And so they invited people on in the comments of that particular post to actually share their five content pillars for their company. So, like, use this format, identify five content pillars that you would use for your business, and I'll give you feedback on it. And so, dozens of people did that, and I thought, oh wow, how engaging! This is really cool. Let me actually think about this, and let me share mine. And so, like, I was watching other people's posts, and literally dozens and dozens of people did this. And throughout the day, this person went and took the time and gave them like really, really good feedback, mindful feedback about their content pillars. And I thought, man, this person's like a really solid person. They are engaged, and they're doing the work here. And so I actually I shared my five content pillars, and I said, and it looks like, if I'm seeing this right, it looks like, let me actually find my exact words. I want to read y'all. All right, I had to go and put on my glasses. Y'all know I can't see a thing. So I reached out, and I put my comment, and I wrote something that sounded like, "Hey, here are my five content pillars, And if I'm understanding the way that this works in your, how you structured it, it's like it's like content pillar, and then it's underneath content pillar, is it like content type, and then kind of content focus? Is that how you do it? And because I was trying to figure out, like, my mind, everything it lives in frameworks. I literally think in like outline form. And so, like, this goes here, then that goes under that, then that goes under that. That's how my brain operates all the time. So, in order for me to understand the concept, I need to understand what is the entire framing. So immediately when she introduced the conversation that she did around those 5 content pillars, I was thinking, okay, well, if that's up here, then what goes under that? What goes under that? Goes under that, all the way down to the bottom. And so I wanted to make sure I understood, kind of the context, so that I was doing mine properly. And so I said, I shared that. And in the comments, I came back some hours later and she'd actually responded. And she said, this looks good, but what do you mean by content type? I think there would only be this one here and this one here. And I said, oh, okay. Got it. And I responded back. I said, got it. Well, in my head, this may be totally inaccurate, but if I'm using myself as an example, I'm interpreting that like, and then I just wrote down exactly I wrote down the following. I said, one, there would be like niche, and that would equal financial education. And under niche, there would be content pillars. So for me, it would be like 5 content pillars would be number one, would be the 6 stages of financial development. Number two would be financial autonomy versus financial freedom. Number three would be replacing earned income with automated income. Number four would be throwaway nest egg financial planning. And number five would be buy replacement income and accelerate your retirement date. And under the content pillars, then if I'm understanding this right, like, I would think that there would be content focus, which would mean like these live more like intentions. So number one would be create social proof. Number two would be establish authority. Number three would be market research / gather information. Number four would be educate my audience. Number five would be promote and offer. And under content focus, that's where I would expect there would be kind of content type. And this would be, in my mind, like defining the strategic approach of the post itself. Number one would be for social proof, we use case studies or testimonials, like a type of post. And this is me giving her, like, in my mind, this is what I meant by type of post. And I'm literally saying, is this right? Am I thinking about this right? Number two, for authority, meet the team or feature team member, meet the team or feature team member type of post, or a quote from an article written by one of the company's founders, or a tips post, or a did you know content about common industry misconceptions. For a market research post, I would expect there to be like maybe or information gathering post. I think I would expect there to be like the type of post you might use is like a poll. Or for educate my audience post, the type of post I might use to do that might be a news article or an industry statistics article post, or a snippets from my masterclasses post. And then finally, under that, I would expect like maybe content format. And the format of the content might be a story or a reel or a post or a live or a short. So I authentically said, this is how I'm thinking about all this. Am I on the right track here? So this is how my brain works, y'all. I think in gross detail. I just think in detail. I do not think on high level stuff. If somebody gives me a snapshot into um, into how they're interpreting something, my mind then fills in all of the blanks all the way down to the ground level. So I can't stay at the top. I'm just not wired like that. And I say up to this point, not being able, this is literally what I shared with her, and I have it still because I quite regularly, will write out my thoughts in like an email draft and get them together and then like copy paste them somewhere else when I'm communicating to somebody, because I take time to, really just like mindfully say what I mean to say. I very rarely just will randomly post something and I think about it. I take time to communicate what I'm meaning to communicate to people. So I said, up to this point, not being able to clearly see the whole picture in my mind's eye and label slash categorize every aspect of what I or a social media manager I would hire would post and why has been a major blockade for me with, kind of creating social media strategies for my business. And I may not be thinking about this 100% accurately, but after reading your post in the comments, I'm 1,000% clearer than I was. And your quick little post here was very, very clarifying. Thank you so much. This was me authentically, like very publicly giving this person their flowers on the back of me saying, hey, here's what you shared high level, and here's the blanks that I filled in on that. But also, here's this other insight that I feel like I'm getting, and that I feel like I'm seeing based on what you posted. Is this other part accurate too? Am I thinking about this the right way? Authentically, y'all. I am not. It did not for a second occur for me as anything else. And after I posted that in the thread to this comment, I actually went to the I went to my messages and I sent this person a direct message and said some version of, "Hey, so I took a look at your website and I started to actually fill out the quiz on the website, but the questions were like very very specific, and they were like creating different buckets. In the buckets they were creating, it didn't really feel like the question, like the answers fit very well for me because it was like multiple choice. And um, the way that this person had done their quiz, it was kind of very specific and very limiting. So I just didn't fit into any of the boxes that the offer was seemingly crafted for. It seemed like they were the offers were for somebody who was a little bit earlier on in their process, right? Not quite as far along as I am as a business owner. And so I said, okay, well, this doesn't look like it's quite for me. And I looked at the rest of the offers on the site, and it didn't look like any of the stuff was for me. And so when I think somebody's doing something great, I'm literally looking for a way to support. And is there some money I can spend with this person? Is there a program or product or service that I can buy that would get me an extra 1% of learning? And whatever it might be, I'm always looking for opportunities to support and to continue to grow in my own personal and business development. So if I see just a small opportunity, I'm willing to invest in that to get that little slight edge. And I'd gotten so much value from that post. I thought there's got to be something in the way that this person does their training. I could probably get some value somewhere. I just need to know what the offer is that I would buy. And so I authentically messaged them and I'm like, hey, excuse me. Hey, I did go ahead and I took a look at the your website and I started filling out the quiz and it just didn't quite feel like it was a fit for me. It felt like it was maybe somebody who was a little bit earlier stage. I also took a look at the offers on the website and I read every single page and it didn't seem like the offers on the site were quite the right fit, but I really loved your post and I felt like I learned so much from it. I just want to check in with you and find out, here's what I'm up to. I run a financial education community called Mindsets of Money, and we really focus on very regular folks, career professionals, business owners, and entrepreneurs, and helping them to replace earned income with automated income and train them how to do it. So we bring in experts from around the country and business and investment and finance and personal development, and we feature them to our members and have them do a 90-minute masterclass. And if they've got programs, products, or services, then we make those available to our members. And so it's an opportunity for them to get featured, to get some additional attention, and to sell their programs, products, and services if they're a fit. And it seems like you've got a great program here, so would love to explore featuring you if that makes sense. And then outside of that, I personally have my own frameworks where I help people who are experts in different areas, who are coaches, trainers, speakers, or consultants, and they make their money offline, um, in front of rooms or on stages, and helping people who, who buy their programs, products, or services to move from some point A to some point B. And these people usually do very well. They're making six figures, multiple six figures or better offline, and they want to transition their expertise into passive income online via courses, trainings, memberships, etc. I've got frameworks that help them to do that. And so, like, that's what I'm doing on the personal side. I've got those frameworks for experts, for influencers and content creators, and helping them to do like five figure, six figure launches, put together sales and marketing automation in their businesses. And then, again, for my financial education community, Mindsets of Money, we actually feature people who have great stuff. So that's a little bit of background on me. And again, I think what you're doing is awesome. Let me know if you have an offer that you feel like, based on what I've shared, can be a pretty good fit. Here's where I've struggled in the past to find, kind of social media managers that seem solid. There's somebody I'm hiring now who I feel pretty good about, and but always looking to learn more. Let me know if there's something that an offer that you have that you think might be a good fit for me, because I'm happy to to find a way to spend some money with you if you think something is aligned. And outside of that, even if there's not, would love to just explore synergies and see if there's a way where I can be of service to you or in any way. Just love your content, right? So this is me excited to reach out and potentially just share and learn, and again spend money with this person. A few days later, I realized that I didn't think I'd heard anything back. So I went back to my Instagram, my personal Instagram, to check on the message, and I went to search for that person's account, and I couldn't find their account. And I'm thinking, I could have sworn their name was spelled this way. Let me go back and check. They've got an interesting name with an interesting spelling. So I went back and checked my email, and like, yep, for sure, that was the name. And I checked again. No, I can't find them at all. And then I go search, and it's like, why am I only seeing like fake duplicate accounts for this person? And it kind of hit me all at once, like, did this person block me? That would be so weird. I can't figure out any reason why I wouldn't be seeing their communications. I mean, I wouldn't be seeing their account. And so I went inside of my direct messages to find out if the message was still there. Let me go and check that. And I go and I see the original outreach that I had, but I click to go in and look at the message, and the thread is no longer there. It says some version of this content may have been removed by this creator or something. Y'all, this is what you see when somebody has blocked you. And now I'm baffled. I'm like, did their account get hacked? Like, I'm trying to figure out what must have happened, because there's literally no reason why I would have been blocked. This is really weird. And so I've got a few different Instagram accounts. I've got one with Mindsets Money. I've got one with my I'm Black in Tech membership organization. I've got my personal Instagram. And then I've got like the one I just started in 2024, which is my Thomas KR Stovall, my official kind of professional Instagram page, where I'm sharing a lot of business insights. So I looked from my personal and could not find them. I looked from my Thomas KR Stovall professional page, could not find this person. I looked for my Mindset to Money page. I couldn't find this person. And I've actually got an apparel brand that I started some years ago online that I don't do anything with. It's called Founder Print. I checked from that one and couldn't find them. And then I checked from my I'm Black in Tech account too, just in case. And their account is right there. And so I'm like, all right, they're still here. And I looked at that. I looked to see if the post was still there. The post is still online. And so I scrolled down the post to see if my comment was there. And I see that my comment is no longer there, but like all the rest of the comments are there. And I realize, oh my goodness, this person must have thought that I was like secretly somehow trying to go on her comment thread and like demonstrate some expertise or something like that and maybe steal clients. I can't imagine any other reason why you would take something where somebody is saying this is amazing content and you've invited people to actually share their, their areas, and you'll give them feedback, which I did. And I said, and in addition, am I thinking about the rest of this right? I don't know if if she took exception with me giving the rest of my thoughts and literally saying, am I doing this right? It's like, oh, this guy knows what he's doing and is trying to show me up or is trying to do something. That's the only thing that I can think of that happened. And maybe she skimmed my message, my direct message to her, and assumed that maybe I am trying to sell her something like that. Y'all, I'm literally looking at this person's post and saying, I want to feature them. I want to bring them some, some attention. I want to share them with my members and put some money in their pocket. I want to find a way to buy some more of their stuff because I thought it was great. I want to directly put some money in their pocket. And this person, for whatever reason, sees that and blocks me. And so I spent a solid 15 to 20 minutes thinking to myself, should I just message her from my Unblack and Tech account and like and say all of what I just said and like, yo, like kind of super shady to block me. What's the deal with that? Or no, that's not really cool. Is there a more graceful way I can reach out? Should I just reach out and say, hey, was really looking forward to just putting money in your pocket, featuring you to my membership database. I don't know what you think you saw or assumed, but just want to let you know what was the deal. But good luck. Two fingers. Thought about doing that. I thought about 5, 6 different ways I could reach out. Some of it was like slightly like a slight petty, attached to it. Some of it was totally graceful. Some of it was, should I assume benefit of the doubt and just try to be in communication and open the thread back up? Like I spent a good, like I said, 15, 20 minutes thinking about this. And then it hit me. It hit me that why on earth am I chasing this energy? Like this person, whatever they've got going on, and this is no shade towards them. They got whatever they got going on that would have them see a message that had so much intent to like be a blessing to them. And at whatever glance, they interpreted whatever they interpreted and decided to literally, quite literally block me. And I'm thinking to myself, you got to be way out of it. I don't know if y'all are energy people, right? I'm an alignment and energy person. And I'm thinking, for the way that I move, like when I come into people's lives, I come and I come with abundance and blessings. If you were ever inside of my inner circle, like I'm listening for everything that could be possible for you. I am listening to invest in you with like energy and clarity, and if I can bring my network to bear to grow what you're doing, like I am just out in the world always looking to help people to amplify and grow the things that matter to them. And don't be good at what you're doing too. Like I'm trying to put money in your pocket. I want to grow with you. So I'm just a person that if you meet me and um and somehow your response is like blocking me from being a part of your life, and I'm in this kind of energy where I'm looking to it to just like pour into and share. This is just my personal thought. Like I'm thinking you might be pretty far out of alignment for whatever reason. That's not me speaking from a place of arrogance or anything like that. I just believe that we attract the things that are in alignment with us, and we tend to repel things that are misaligned. And this is for people too. Sometimes there's opportunities that we say that we want, but our thoughts, our words, and our actions are totally out of alignment with the opportunities and the people who we say that we want in our life. And so you can have an amazing opportunity right in front of you, but you don't have the ears to see it. I mean, the ears to hear it or the eyes to see it. And we will repel the things that we are actively in our conscious mind looking for. So I thought about all that. And I decided at the end of the day to not reach out at all, to not say a thing, and to not spend another second wondering, man, how did this person interpret that? Why would they interpret that? I have nothing but positive intent here. I just put that down and I said, okay, that has taken up enough of my time for today. I need to protect my energy and I need to focus my time and my energy on the people and the opportunities that are for me. This is not for me. And there couldn't be a clearer indication than how this just went down, that this person and this opportunity is not something for me to chase and open up and explore. And I can't say that it felt great in that moment, because nobody wants to feel like somebody misinterpreted their intent. And especially when it was very positive, no one wants to feel like someone is walking around potentially thinking that they are somebody who came onto their post and is trying to steal their customers or something, or whatever this person might be thinking. All of this is speculation in my mind. I don't have any proof at all about any of this stuff. It's all just conjecture. So why spend time and energy making stuff up that I don't know to be true at all? It's just not worth the energy. So that is a longer kind of business thing that happened. And I just wanted to give y'all insight into what I mean by protect your energy. you know, it took me a solid 15, 20 minutes, and it could have taken more. I could have spent, several hours thinking about that. I could have figured out ways to get my communication across and to be checking back in to see what happened. In this case, excuse me, it was 15, 20 minutes, and I caught myself leaning way into an energy that wasn't aligned with how I want to feel, with how I want to be listened to, with how I want to be interacted with. And it's best to just let that stuff go, period. So and there's a family member I have now. On the personal side, this will be quicker. Some of y'all might relate to this. There's a family member I have who I love very much. I love this person very much, but they are unable, demonstrated over time, to respect the boundaries of communication that I've outlined that work for me, about the things that I do and don't want to talk about, hear about. They tend to be a broken record on the things about their life that they feel don't work, about the people in their life, family members and not family members, who've contributed to their life not working. They tend to be very, very consistent with an outward pointing of blame for their life that they do and don't have. They accept no personal responsibility for the life that they actively choose to lead every day, their thoughts, their words, their actions. And this person is in a real place of struggle, and has been for a long time. And it is tough watching a family member, watching a person who you love struggle. It is tough. It is tough not responding to that text, that phone call, when that person is dealing with real life stuff, um, and wondering. And some of y'all may relate to this, right? Wondering always, always, every single time, is this that one phone call? Is this that one text message that I really needed to respond to, or else, maybe something is going on. Maybe they might do something to themselves. You know, that is a heavy weight to bear. That is a very heavy weight to bear. And unless you've had an experience like that, unless you've got a family member or a friend who communicates like that, and who calamity follows them around always, always, day by day, moment by moment, there's always something. Unless you know what that feels like, you may not relate to this. The weight of wondering if every single time that text comes in or that phone rings, no matter how much vitriol is in those messages, like the same cycle over and over and over and over again. And you can't escape it. But because you care about this person, you want to, even though you know that it's unhealthy receiving that communication, you want to be there, and you hope that one day it's going to look different. Maybe this conversation is going to be different. Maybe if I say it differently this time, maybe if I'd listen a little bit different, maybe if I'd listen to this same story for the thousandth time about why the circumstances that are present in your life are not, your responsibility, are of no responsibility of your own at all. Um, Maybe if I listen one more time, even though it's heavy on me, even though it's impacting my mental state of mind, even if it's impacting my physical health, my emotional health, maybe one more time, maybe this will be the one. After years and years, at some point in time, you have to look at your own physical, mental, emotional health, and you've got to choose what communication you let in. You got to choose which people you allow into your space. And so for that person, after many years now, they have earned a mute button on all communications that come inbound. And the text messages and stuff, I don't get the buzz and the alert when their texts come in, but I do see, like, from time to time, the messages piling up, and I can tell what kind of night it is based on how quick that they're, like, 5, 6, 7 messages at a time. I know what that is, right? And if you have a person like this in your life, a family member, you know what that is. About 9, 10 p.m. or 11, 12 p.m., bunch of messages coming in. You know what kind of energy that's going to be. And so I don't even check those. Um, and then I will I will glance from time to time to see what kind of energy is in the text. If I glance the first one and it's like it's a reasonable energy, then I'll respond and I'll give something nice. But about one or two messages down, it immediately starts taking a turn and we're going somewhere else, and I've got to disengage again. And it hurts every single time. It hurts every single time because this is a family member. This is somebody I love, somebody I want to see do well, but I can't choose their life. And I also can't choose to harm myself, again, physically, mentally, emotionally, by trying to be there for them. And they either don't have the willingness or ability to choose to communicate with me in a way that honors what I've said are my boundaries and the things that work for me. So that's a tough choice. That's a tough choice to protect my energy from my own family. But it's a choice I have to make so that I have the energy and the state of mind to give to the rest of my family and the rest of my friends and the rest of the world in ways that work for me and the people who are depending on me for different things. So that's what I mean by protect your energy. Um, you got stuff to do in this world. You got stuff to do in this world, and you need to have your physical, mental, and emotional health to get stuff done. Protect your energy. That's my Amplify Daily for today. I hope it was useful for somebody. Y'all take care.